And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Game number 2, Mineski versus Ehome. Game number 1, a pretty much one-sided performance. Mineski on the back of Ajit Sven looking pretty good. Meanwhile, Ehome, they've got to change something up. But I'm joined by the great man himself, Draskell, the living rascal, and Ehome just completely just redo everything, right?
Draft wise, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they played well enough to where I feel like, it's a 42K league game at the end of the day. You're probably not going to win, but they definitely put a lot of work in and made, Mineski actually finish the game.
Yeah.
So, kudos to them for holding out as long as they did. But yeah, it's back to the drawing board for the hero picking phase. So hopefully we can get something a little bit more even for the second game. But I mean, if this is a 2-0, then that's the last game of the day for us. We only get these two series.
Yeah, it's quick ones. If you didn't know, there's 4 groups being played all at once, 2 BO3s on every stream, and then tomorrow, 3 games. We're talking, that's a lot of BO3s, Draskell. That's 3 times 4, that's 12 BO3s.
Yeah, I mean, it's GSL groups, right? So tons of games going on.
Are there, the tournament in general, we talked about our group, who are you thinking is the favorite? Is it just, Secret's the favorite, right? Is there anyone else you're looking out for, though?
I mean, Liquid are here too, right?
Yeah,
so
they are.
I mean, it's like the secret VP Liquid, right? Like the trifecta. That's just. I guess EG is probably in there somewhere around third place. Who knows? But
yeah,
I guess they did get second at MDL, but
they do. And looking around,
those are mine. Just shuffle them around in some order, and that's your top 3 or 4.
Well, Group A is already done today, by the way. Secret 2-0 Keen, Liquid 2-0 J-Storm. And meanwhile, in the other, you're going to have LGD's 1-0 against Infamous, and EG and Navi actually 1-1 right now, so pretty even over there. But Mineski, can they just close this up? Are they this good of a team? Are they just a tier above, or is Ehome going to come out swinging? We'll see what the first picks are going to be. Some way different bans than last series or even last game.
Yeah, the Willow ban strikes me as a bit odd. It's just kind of like out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So okay, so they apparently were fine with the Pango opening. I would be surprised to see if they let Puck go through in the second phase because I feel like Zinq didn't really get to play a whole lot of Dota in the previous match. Ooh, are they just gonna pick their mag pairing immediately? They're gonna do something else.
Feels like. There you go on.
That's always the thing with mag, right? It's like a lot of people pick their hero with the mag immediately, and some teams like Mineski here are just gonna decide to go for a different approach. They pick up the Grimstroke, another hero that deals with Pango very well. It's a bit harder to execute than the Puck because Puck you can simply just coil him at any point and it's fine.
Yeah.
The thing with Soulbind is he actually has to be near someone for the leash mechanic to be applied. So if you just cast it on him and he's by himself, it doesn't stop him from rolling away. It doesn't stop him TPing. Doesn't stop jack. But if you tether him to someone, then he gets owned.
Well, we see the Undying pick. I haven't been a fan of this hero for a while, but known to dominate some lanes. Tombstone's been nerfed over and over, but you got that early game save too. Like a point or two into Soul Rip early pretty much guarantees your carry's not going to die in lane, which is nice.
Yeah, he's the 8-minute hero.
Yeah.
He plays 8 minutes of Dota, and then the rest of the game, you're like, can we end the game yet? Can we end the game yet? All right, it's not quite that bad, but he does have a pretty steep drop-off in terms of effectiveness.
Yeah, especially if they have another game like last game. Undying, heroes like Undying and Spearbreaker, right? You just have no way to get back into a game. You lose the laning phase. I mean, we saw the Warlock. He just didn't even have a game either. You got to just start at the lanes and do a little bit better there.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we're going to see a little bit of a deviation from what Ehome did in the last game. I already like the fact that they picked Undying because in the previous match, they picked, like, in order, it was, like, Shadow Shaman, and then Warlock, and then Rubik.
Yeah. And you're just, like, interested. It's just an odd group pairing of heroes where you can't really mix it up too much, or just nothing good came out of it, and that's why they've completely swashed it up. So Grimstroke, this hero's been seeing less play, but we still see it first picked a bit. I know Vici Gaming likes playing it as well. It's still a decent hero, but that his E ability, right, the AoE stun, that thing's been nerfed into the ground.
Yeah, Inkswell is probably one of the abilities in like the top 5 most nerfed skills.
It got destroyed. I mean, it was really good before. You had to nerf it somehow. And, I mean, if he's still getting first picked, clearly the hero's pretty good still.
Yeah, I think the soulbind mechanic is still what makes him super potent. I mean, sure, you have the steroid or whatever you want to call it of being able to ink swell your allies and stuff, and the silence is pretty annoying for a lot of heroes that traditionally wouldn't have to care about it. But yeah, this is a hero that he plays well with other supports and even some mid heroes like Lena's, for example. We see Viper and Pugna obviously banned out. You get like the life drain and the Viper strike combination, but there's a lot of synergy with this hero. So even when you nerf his abilities like individually, he still has a lot of team play potential.
Yeah, this is a scary pick, right? Because PA Mag, obviously, always if you're losing in game, you just get 1 or 2 crits late game, you're back in. But also the PA Grimstroke, right? Like you have a way to just jump on top of someone, get the instant stun, and well, line comes out number 2 of the day for us.
I don't mind the Lion so much here. Instant disable is always nice. Control for the fights against a team with a mag. Because, I mean, sure, you're playing mostly around the fact that there is an Empower, but just having another way to make the mag have to think twice about blinking in and RPing. Because it's the worst feeling when you can't deal with the farming core with the Empower, and then you also can't deal with the RP. So having a Lion is just an additional avenue of starting a fight that makes it a bit more hectic, a little bit more in your favor, and Mineski immediately answer with a Tiny.
That
so
very well.
That's a Moon hero too, right? Like,
yeah,
Moon definitely plays Tiny.
No, he plays it a lot. I would actually go to say that probably is just his hero straight up, right? They don't have last pick, so more than likely to be his Tiny.
It is also it's a cool failsafe, right? Because we're talking about it like, yeah, this could definitely be a Moon hero. So Ehome has to know that too, which means it's not just. It's really hard for Ehome to pick a favorable mid matchup now because you're either going to be against Tiny, they swap it to like 3 or 4, I guess, because Mag could play 3, I guess, theoretically. And then you could just pick something else, you know, if you feel like the matchup is just too good to pass up.
Interesting. That means Ehome, they gotta pick one of their big boy cores here. They don't have the last pick, so do you just want to see them take something that's decent versus Tiny and PA?
You know who I don't hate here is Veno. I think Veno is like super strong this game for Ehome. Okay. It's good mid because it's one of those heroes that doesn't really have a ton of lane counters. Like Viper's out of the pool, Pugna's out of the pool. There's no Ember or anything like that, so you get to just play your mid game. It's super annoying for Magnus to play into. You have the wards set up for pushes, enables your 5-man. There's like a lot of stuff Veno can do in this game. My only question is, did they actually play the hero? Because it is something that does require a specific level of knowledge to pull off. But I'm just looking at Ehome and I'm going, man, Veno actually owns with these heroes.
Yeah. And well, they're thinking about it. They only have 1 minute of time themselves. Would you be scared that you'd have a Pango and a Veno? Do you just have to pick like a super hard carry as your last pick then?
I think you could just tempo, honestly. Like you could pick some safe laner that like a lone druid or something if you were gonna go that route. Okay, Timber. That's like an unkillable. It's all right. It has pretty good lane matchups. It's definitely a hero that you can group around when he gets to that critical mass. We saw earlier Yawar playing Timbersaw. He just had a game where he was actually unkillable. Got attacked by 4 heroes for like 30 seconds and just didn't die.
Yeah, pretty insane. Is this it's interesting. It's still the same thing, right? Like it is a tempo hero. So it looks like Ehome, they got to take this, right? If you're going against a Mag PA, you know the late game's probably pretty tough to win.
Yeah, you're not going to be super happy about going late against Mineski's lineup no matter what. Like, there's nothing you're going to be able to do, I think, from the standpoint of a pick where you're like, yeah, we can totally take this to like 40 minutes. Because there's always that chance that one bad RP is going to happen, and then it's going to be like crit, and it's just, well,
yeah,
shit.
Last ban's going to come out from Mineski. Obviously, like we said, probably going to be a Moon Tiny, but since they have that last pick, if a counter does come out, you're definitely just going to see another good Moon hero since you can play sort of everything. And Troll does get banned last phase, so he's just been banned pretty much every game, whether first phase or last.
It's one of the better matchups against PA. You're a natural MKB buyer, you go for the lifesteal. PA can't reliably burst you because you have the battle trance and you can just sit there and hit, and the PA doesn't really want that. PA doesn't want to take a long fight against an MKB carrier. She wants to get in, get the crit, get the bash, and just move on to the next target. So good ban. Let's see. What else is there from the safe lane? I mean, I suppose Ehome could do some offlane Timber, Undying, mid Pango, Lion, and then pick a new safe lane, which I wouldn't hate. But they don't have 10th pick.
Yeah,
so
it's tough.
It's tricky, man. We don't see a lot of Mag PA, but we're starting to realize now why it was so prevalent for such a long time. Because you're limited in, you don't want to just let the Mag PA team play passively. You want to try to pressure, but at the same time, it's really risky to play, aggro into heroes like Grimstroke and his Tiny. So they're going to ban the OD to protect their Timber pick, and they're going to go with the Luna. So it is a safe lane here. That's tempo for sure. The Aura with a Timber Saw and Undying, you get huge amount of HP. Your teamfight damage output is crazy high. PA actually can't go in to these heroes. Like Timber and Luna are great at what I call like area denial. So you like walking forward as this PA and you see a Timber and a Luna, and your first thought is, I cannot blink strike either of these heroes because I either get eclipsed or I just die to the Timber. So it looks like it will be a Moon Bat, or sorry, a Moon Tiny, not Bat.
Yep, it will be. And do you like? It looks like Mineski kind of playing that 4 protect 1-ish, where they're just gonna roam around, hope this PA farms, and then once PA is online, will join. Or do you like the Ehome? Feels like maybe group up as 5 pretty early and just push towers.
I like Ehome's lineup quite a bit more, but I do still feel like Mineski have the easier lineup to play.
Yeah.
Also, why is that Undying on fire? Do you see that?
Dude, that is sick. You know
why
the Chinese players got all the bugged items, right? When they removed all the gems. That is sick. That is actually sick.
I didn't even know that I've literally never seen that before.
Wait, I gotta look at it in game, but that might be the sickest thing I've seen.
That is like the classic Undying. It's like, this is fine, everything's fine. There's like 4 heroes attacking me. I'm level 8.
At 42 minutes in. Just on fire. Oh, man. So the Pango, were you a little surprised to see it first picked again? Or is it just, that's how Ehome's going to play now, I guess?
It's just something they're comfortable with. Yeah. If you feel really confident in a pick, even if you get countered, you're still going to feel confident. You got to really get it beaten out of you before you're going to like deviate too far. And plus, it could just be something that they practice. You don't know. If they have been practicing this hero and they're like, okay, we want to do it because we have the most experience playing with this hero on our team, then you stick to what's comfy. You don't try to pull a new play out and just say, okay, well, we're going to try this, and then you just feed because you don't play the hero or you don't know how to play with the hero.
Makes sense. So why did they go with Bat for the last pick? Do they just need some sort of catch or a laning
it's
dominator?
A super nice Bat game, yeah. It's very strong in the lane. It can pretty much walk anywhere.
Yeah.
In this game for Mineski. It's good at starting team fights, and the most importantly, it offers them pick. So when you have a Mag on your team, we talked about making the fight chaotic so that Febby can't just go in and get an RP. But what Batrider does is he starts the fight for you. And that's what Mag really likes. When someone goes in for you, causes a bunch of enemy teammates to show, and then maybe they cast a couple of stuns, suddenly Mag now has an opportunity to go in. But if it's just Mag, and then they have like, I guess Tiny could also potentially initiate for them, but having multiple ways of starting fights with a Mag on your team is always really nice, because it just makes the Mag's game easy. You just empower the PA, the Batrider and the Tiny start the fight for you, and then you get the good RPs because you don't have to go in first.
Whoa, we're going to run into each other. It is just going to be KP and Febby saying hi to Innocence, and he's pretty happy. A nice 2-man decay to start off the lane. We'll get harassed. So Batrider versus Undying. The battle of you don't want to lose too many stacks to either of them, or you could be in a little bit of trouble. Looks like he will go around. He's just going to harass KP. Moon not just going for the block this game, it looks like. He's actually helping his team get the runes, and that's something different. We've been seeing middles actually make sure they get a good block. But it looks like he is going back there, so.
Yeah, he'll get it in time. He's got 15 seconds. It's one thing about Radiant versus Dire that I never understood is why you can do like the little mini block on the racks where you stand there so that they path in a specific way. He might not make it in time, but we'll see. I know he's got it.
Yep.
Oh no, he messed it up.
He did. He'll still try to get the block here. Bottom lane, we're actually seeing Jit. He's taking a lot of damage. Wait, 4 runes? Excuse me? That is a lot of early bounty runes.
Yeah, I think Innocence got stacked a little bit too much on the sticky and didn't feel confident.
That's rough, and he's just gonna TP bottom now, looking for maybe a hard tri lane, or will we see this line leave? I think we're gonna see a tri lane here.
Yeah, secure secure end his lane. It's good.
Yep. And look at this.
I think tri lane is definitely what you want, because I mean, what are they gonna do? Tri lane and mag?
Yeah.
We've seen that in the past. Actually, I think we saw that at MDL, and it was horrible. Like, it just did nothing.
Yeah, you can't do anything. So what do you do if you're Ajit right now? He's kind of nerfed. Actually, he'll be scouted out. Do you just try to get as much as you can with dagger? Is there any like cool creep aggro tricks you can do? I don't know if there's, or is he just stuck in this lane?
You're pretty much stuck here. Because the thing is, if you were to dodge the lane, you'd have to walk across the map first, right? Yeah. And that just sucks.
No thanks.
Because if you TP, then they TP. And then you're pretty much back to square one. So he's just stuck here for a while. He's going to get what he can get. He'll throw some daggers. But, I mean, he does have a mag. So even if his lane isn't ideal, he's going to have a point where he's going to get empowered. He's going to sit in the jungle with, like, a couple of Wraith Bands or whatever item he decides to buy first, like a Vlad's or something. And he's going to hit a ton of creeps.
It seems Ehome's definitely already done a better job in this draft, right? They just can't just get run over in lanes, right? Tiny versus Timber. Timber really can't die middle. Top lane, Pangolier obviously has a lot of defensive stuff. They're set up better to not just get run over. They are losing by 1K again, though. Pretty early into the game.
Well, that's pretty much the boundaries, right?
Okay, yeah. And then we don't see middle Tiny much anymore. What build do you go? Do you just put 1 point in this tree throw, or because you're middle, do you put more?
You don't put more, I think.
Okay.
Because it doesn't do much against Timber. Any other hero, you could maybe make a case for it, but since it's Timber, you're not getting much damage on him with the 2 points interactive.
Uh-oh, Ajit will get helped out there by the Inkswell. We'll just try to run away. And, man, you see this bottom lane is rough. They are still winning in gold, obviously, because the other 2 lanes, but PA will fall behind, and that mag and power will always have to be on her, which you kind of know where 2 to 3 heroes are at all times at that point, which is nice.
Yeah, it is a very predictable style of play. That is one of the biggest downsides to the mag +1 lineup, is you kind of understand what they're going to be doing.
Yeah. And man, they are getting zoned out so bad. The thing is, right, you just can't do anything. Like, Magnus, he can go bottom. He is almost level 3. Is there a chance they might just rotate the mag bottom? Or is it just, they're fine? It is bad.
It feels like even if he goes, it's like, what is he going to do?
Yeah, unless it's like a crazy skewer, and even then, doesn't matter too much. Oh, regen rune for Undying, who actually really needed it. Low HP, low mana, probably thinking about suicide into the tower. Doesn't have to now. And middle lane, 15-0 versus 13-6. Obviously, no denies on the Timber. And tree, tree grab makes it pretty easy. Bottom.
Well, it can be a little bit tricky. Is he okay?
I think he should be okay. Decay is going to come over. He's going to lose a lot of total health. He might just be dead. Never mind.
Yeah, he's dead. Yeah.
Easy kill there. And yep, you get caught out once just trying to farm with that dagger, and you're going to die.
Yeah, he's just going right back. This is the unfortunate part of games like this, where you're going to have to wait for your mid player and Empower to really have a game as PA.
Yeah.
But that's why I really liked like the Timber and the Luna pick together, right? Like, Luna also enables you to run a tri-lane, because you do have that 2 points in the Lunar Blessing, so you have the 12 bonus stats already.
Yeah.
And you can just run at them if they get too far away from the tower, which is essentially just how Ajit died there.
As you said, man, 12 extra stats for everyone in lane, especially that strength hero. 12 strength, man. And then you're stealing, what, 8 strength every couple of decays? You actually do a decent amount of damage. You're not just in lane to be in lane anymore.
Yeah.
And look at this.
That's good. Their last 2 picks were really solid on the side of Ehome.
I love this. Innocent just sitting there, making sure they can't pull it. And look at this. Yep, he's like, nah, you're not going anywhere. This bottom lane, it is going to be pushed in this entire time with End just zoning it out. Yeah, Ehome definitely playing this tri-lane perfectly. Middle lane, Moon is 20-10 versus 23-1, so has all the denies, but is losing the last hits out. Meanwhile, top, Pango, he's still level 4. Not having the best game, but he was expecting that. I'm sure he's happy with what he's gotten so far. Bottom. Innocence is in a little trouble. He does have all of that. Will they be able to bring him down? He has so much strength, man. It's actually insane. Ajit really wants it. Is he going to die, though? He throws out a dagger, jumps forward, gets the kill, and he's going to get the bounty rune. So Ajit might go down, but he's probably pretty happy at least he got the rune.
Oh.
Tries to get off. Waste a little bit more time, but couldn't quite do it.
If he got that blur off, I think he would have lived because he did a quick swap for his tangos for the salve. Like he had his tangos in his inventory. He walked past the shop after he picked up the rune, swapped his regen to try to get the salve off and fog.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it was close, but it actually was because if the blur goes off, he heals and then he might not die.
Damn. So good kill then by Ehome on the bottom, and they finally get the pull off. But it looks like he's just pushing the creeps in pretty hard here, so he might lose a little bit more. Now top, we finally see our first rotation. It's Undying. He is only level 2. That's the one problem. A level 2 roaming Undying doesn't do too much when he's been in a tri lane.
He did his job though, which is basically just secure the lane for the Luna. She is 26 and 26. The PA is 8 and 0. Yep. He's got a little bit more than 1 CS a minute. That is far from ideal.
Yeah, definitely is. Meanwhile, Pango 12-0, a little bit more, but yeah, both these offlaners definitely have had a rough time. KP level 4, almost 5. And yeah, Pango just has to beware, right? If you get 6 or 7 stacks on you, you're going to die. You're going to get dove every time.
I mean, heck, even at 3 or 4, it's scary.
No. Middle lane we haven't talked too much about still because it's pretty standard. No one's going to die here unless you get a gank from pretty much 2 heroes on either team. Bottom lane looks like Pilot Eye getting run down here by Y, but we'll be fine. Not too much going on.
Yeah, I mean, they're going for a dive on bot. Nice little blink out, though.
That's tough.
It's pretty much up to Moon and and KP for things to really start happening for Mineski here.
Yeah. And look at this. This Luna, though, are they just going to get this tier 1 tower? They are rotating heroes down, but this siege unit's here. We have the mag. It's Febby, level 3. They're going to jump forward. Looks like they might get this kill online. Gets slowed up. Won't get stunned. Gets pulled back in, though. They will get this kill. Actually moves away. Febby picks it up. So to defend the tower as well, it takes a lot of damage, though.
Febby actually has arcanes already. 7 minutes in.
Yeah, I know he took a decent amount of farm up top as well as pulling the creep wave, and he's level 4, so not having the worst game there on the supports of Radiant. Well, Pilot
yeah, even
the
level 2 in power is still quite good.
Yeah.
Like for the early game.
Where's the PA right now? Still just sitting bottom. Does have the empower now. Feels a little bit better. Will even get the range creep denied there. Middle, they just keep trading farm. 44-3 versus 38-12. Does it favor either one of them, or they're both just happy?
I think that it's more important for Moon to get the levels in EXP than it is for the Timber right now, because he needs to be the one to make moves on his team. So as long as he's having an okay lane, he transitions that into some good picks or like TP reactions, things like that. I think it'll be more beneficial for Mineski.
Well, top lane, we see it's a rotation. If line gets this done, oh, get a whiff, but they're going to keep rolling forward. Nope, they just roll back, and I like the rotation. Try end comes up, line comes up. They won't be able to get it quite yet, though. And do you like this Luna's build? 2-0-3?
I mean, it's a very lane oriented build. I think if you're gonna get okay, he's not gonna get Eclipse at all. I was gonna say if you're gonna get Eclipse, you probably go 3-0-2, but because of that build, he won't. And bottom lane, they also managed to find a kill on the Undying. So because of the fact that he only has the 1 point to glaze, he's not gonna farm very fast because you only get the 1 bounce.
Yeah.
And so far, it's like, yeah, the lane was pretty good, but there's still a mag and a PA, which is why I kind of favored Mineski's draft from the get-go. And plus they do have the Tiny and the Bat Rider, who we haven't seen much from yet, but, you know, give it like 5 more minutes.
Yeah, the Tiny's going for Blink. He went Treads, has a Bracer, has a Bottle, has a lot of little stuff, has plenty of mana for, like, some long team fights, but...
Dude, look at this stack top.
Who am I looking at?
KP. Bat Rider.
Oh, that is a lot of stacks. Damn. Well, the Luna's running over. He's like, well, I'll take some of this experience, or at least try to get some gold. And actually, light blue right there, the Lion, steals about 3 of the big last hits, gets 200 gold. A lot of experience forever, and even Pilot Eye hits level 4 off that. Well,
yeah, just being able to contest that stack is a big deal.
Middle.
Going for the dive.
He's going for it. Can he get it? The toss up into the air. They need some more rotations. It is going to be light blue. It's actually the Dire team going. He needs to lay down a juke here. No, doesn't have to. But damn, you see Timber obviously tanks the tower 2's pretty easy. Pilot Die. Get a fight with the line, actually. Ooh, Pi needs to be careful. If he gets stunned, Timber might just kill him. They're going to run each other. There goes Hex. He will run back, though. And now there's a rotation. Here we go. Jin Q as well as the Undying chasing after his Magnus. but he's fine. No, is he? No, one more right click, one more slow maybe? No, he's just gonna get right click down, it looks like. Nice decay. In the river, though, they get a kill. Will be onto the line, so they do trade supports. 1K lead still for Mineski. Are you surprised by that? Who's getting all the farm? Is it the PA now is, but...
Yeah, I mean, it's like we mentioned, that the Bat and the Tiny are going to become more active, and then it's going to be more about Ajit recovering his game, getting, you know, empowered and stuff, and Moon and KP making a majority of the moves. Not Ehome's side. It's kind of, you know, I thought that End might go for a more fight-oriented build because it makes sense, you know, you want to take towers and stuff, but I guess he's going to let the Timber and the Pango do their thing, and he's going to hit creeps. So both teams are essentially kind of doing the same thing, but Luna might actually still farm faster. I'm actually not sure. I don't know who farms faster, Empowered PA or Luna. It's close, but it might be the Luna. And plus the PA is going to absolutely need BKB. Like, not even a question, he needs BKB plus 1 item.
Yeah, once you get those level 4 glaives, you're going to feel a little bit better farming, but End already, as you said, just almost winning the farm game already. PA still 1,000 gold down. Tiny, he is farmed. Needs the blink, though. About 500 away. I think that's when we might see the movements from Mineski, but bottom, they're just going to lose the tower. Maybe not. It's staying alive, but no one's helping Jin Q hit it, so it'll just chill at 159.
They're trying to bait it out a bit, I think. Maybe have someone TP and just, like, maybe get a freebie with their tower. I don't think that they're falling for it, though, Mineski. Mid lane, Moon just flattens Innocence.
Just pancakes. And bottom lane, actually, they do bait one in. It's going to be Febby trying to defend tower. Will end up going down the line. He will skewer out, but now the body block there. He's just going to ulti. Nice angle there, and he'll just get out. Uh-oh, or will he? Oh, he dodges. No, he will get slowed a little bit. We have the finger, and oh my goodness. He just melts. 16 finger kills there, and less than 1,000 gold lead, 5-4. This is definitely a lot closer a game than last anyone's game still.
It's really, really dependent on the Ehome lineup of getting together after the Luna has like an item or two and forcing some fights. Because I like the idea of the Luna plus like Eclipse and Timbersaw and Pango and how hard it is for PA to really get into that fight. But, you know, for at least the time being, End just seems to want to hit some creeps, which is okay. But at some point, you're going to have to group, and you want to probably try to do it sooner rather than later.
Yeah. Well, Radiant's going to scan. They know some people are up there now. They saw the red. Will be a TP back to base from Moon. Guess what? Has the Blink Dagger now, 500 gold. Do you want to... Does he hunt a certain person, or does he hunt the Luna, or does he just look around and get whatever kills he can on this Tiny now?
It's mostly, like, obviously the Luna is a high-value kill. If you can find her and you can reliably kill her, then absolutely that's what you want. But you're okay with pretty much anyone. Like, you kill the Lion, you kill the Undying, you kill the Luna, you kill the Pango. Timber's pretty much the only guy you don't just claim for free.
Yeah. Speaking of that Timber, do we have a Spear Vessel on anyone on Radiant? They don't really have heroes for it, so we might see another pretty good Timber game here. We're just tough to kill him. It does feel like he's definitely not farming as quick as Yawar was in his game, but he is third in the net worth, so he's still way up there.
Yeah, he's having a good game. He's even going for the mech. So he's going like immediate grease, which does lead me to believe that they do want to use the Luna as more of a team fight hero. Even though his build's not really reflecting that right now, but
yeah.
Alright, smoke up here.
Ooh, and Moon. Oh, if he walks up there, he could be in trouble, or he might just scout out the gank. And he will. He actually blinks into him, but he might make it over to his shrine. Yeah, they can't fight. They know the shrine's here. Jin Q actually gets a kill top. Just pilot on making space. Stun on the back. Uh-oh, ASD. He's trying to help out his line. Throws down. But now they might go for him. Yeah, they're going to pull him back. If he has a stun toss combo, this might just be a kill. He's going to try, but no, they get the mech off. He moves forward. Throws it out. Stun's going to go. Here comes Neverend. Has no ulti. This is such a tough kill, but if you just right claim, you're going to get him, and they do. Tiny with his blink reveal doesn't get much top lane now. It's just Innocence going to try to steal a bounty rune, but Ajit will pick up the kill. And now he has a Vlads. He jumps forward. Jin Q actually taking so much. Can he make it uphill? That's what he wants to do. He just gets crit? What? And oh my goodness, I was going to say that's looking pretty good for Ehome killing that Tiny, but you just feed 2 quick kills and bounty runes over to this PA.
Yeah, that was unfortunate for the Pango. He didn't have rolls, so kind of hard for him to get out in that situation. PA is one of those heroes where if you don't have an escape up, she will chase you down. Because you get your own vision, you can blink. It's a very, very hard hero to get away from.
But you do look at the top of the net worth, 300 for the Luna. Yasha, level 4 Glaives, and a Mask of Madness. If this dude doesn't, like, if they don't have wards in his jungle, right, he is just going to start, he should just start blowing up, right, if they don't go for this 5-man push.
Yeah, absolutely. It seems like his timing is going to be BKB, because 13 and 14 is going to skill ult, and by then he'll have the BKB finished, and that will be like their spike.
Yeah.
But they are smoked right now looking for something. Oh god, the Luna's going to walk right into them.
And Luna, says hi to Febby. Ajit's there. Are they going to at least get Febby? It looks like Febby should die. He wants to get his blink. He has a blink. Will he make it? No. Thinks about faking the ult, or just using the ulti to blink out. Won't, but does take the death for Ajit. And we've seen, if you let Ajit farm, I mean, his Sven, insane gold per minute last game. And once again, he has a Vlad's almost a Deso on the PA with that Empower now.
Yeah, this one's a bit more dependent on the mag's positioning too, though. Like, Ajit can definitely hit creeps with the best of them, but it's more about where Febby is playing. Because as mag, you pretty much have one job this game outside of like trying to hit an RP on an important hero, and that's just make sure that Ajit always has a power. That's like I guess it's an oversimplification, but it's your main job.
Ooh, Pilot Eye. He's going to try to run away. He's juking into the trees. Will he make it? He does dodge once. He will get stunned this time, though. They're going to cancel it. They want to get some silences. He is going to put him together. Febby does have ulti as well. He hits 2. They get the finger on Pilot Eye immediately. PA is actually going to get hexed up. They need to start doing some damage. Do they have it? Moon's here now, and they sure do. There's going to be 1 kill, 2 kills, a 3rd kill. No, ulti from Never Ends here. Will he get KP? No, he makes it uphill. Moon's still alive as well. Stun toss combo in 3. This is scary, but the tombstone is down. And that tombstone is stacking up. Stun goes. They blink back forward. There goes Innocence. Moon dies as well. And it seems like this fight's just going to end. It's a 3 for 2. It will end up in Mineski's favor, but Moon goes down again, and falling behind his Tiny doesn't feel that good.
Well, it doesn't feel great, but you have Blink on your mag. You yourself have a Blink. Your Batrider has bots and almost a Blink, and your PA is pretty much caught up to the Luna. So even though he's probably not happy that he died, I think he can be pretty okay with the overall situation. Like, both teams are just like, they're content. Neither one of them are really like, okay, we're owning, but yeah. They're both just like, okay, we took a fight, you know, we killed Tiny on the side of Ehome, we're feeling good about that. Our Luna's getting closer to BKB, and Mineski almost have their Blink trifecta, and their PA has just finished Deso. So both teams are still looking pretty strong right now.
Yeah. What do you want to see after this Deso? Just BKB, right? KP goes down top. Just dies there.
Probably just Deso BKB.
And this Luna almost has a BKB. That's a scary one. About 1,000 gold off, and we might just see some strong 5-mans coming from Ehome now. I don't know if Radiant can kill this BKB Luna.
Yeah, that's the spike that we were talking about. It's going to be up to Mineski to play the game quickly. So you want to utilize your Batrider and your Tiny to find these openings before Ehome get together. Like, you just want to place deep wards, like we see one at the Shrine, as they're looking for Xingqiu here.
They are. They do get him.
Oh my god.
Oh shit, just blows him up right there. Middle lane, they're looking as well. Oops, silence will just go out. And this Timber Saw, he doesn't feel unkillable. He hasn't died yet, though, but is it still the same? Just ignore him in either way. Like, you just don't want to focus him in a fight ever.
Yeah, the PA is probably just going to go for the Lion, the Undying, until she has BKB at least. Once she has BKB, her opportunities kind of open up a little bit more.
Yeah. But
from the side of Ehome, their BKB is done on Luna. And the next item is going to be straight into Butterfly. So this is the thing that's really scary for Mineski right now, is because this item has come out, and they're going to have Eclipse again. Like, this is a huge power spike. They can smoke, they can go for like a tower fight, they can go for Roche and like try to bait him into a game. Actually, Roche against Bat might be a bit risky. But they have options. Like, they definitely still have some time.
We haven't actually seen too much out of this Grimstroke yet. He got a nice ulti at bottom, but we'll see if he gets another one. Obviously, as you go in the 4-3-2 build. Or 4-3-1, pardon me. And now top lane looks like they want to go in. Tombstone does go down, but a drum gets popped. They get a chase for more. Stun will go out, but there's an ulti. Febby gets them all. They're cleaving them down. They don't have the PA here quite yet. They're going to hold one into place. And look at this. The TV's actually going to come, so he won't get stunned by the Pango. And now Dagger's going to fly, and uh-oh. I think you're just going to go down. He tries to go KP. He actually gets him with the lightning, but aw, shit. He's here to clean up, and that seemed like a worst case scenario fight for Ehome.
Grant, I want you to do me a favor and just click on the Dire Team's courier.
Alright.
And tell me what you see on the courier.
I'm going to see a BKB known for giving magic immunity to your strongest hero.
It was literally like at the Radiant top shrine when they got RP'd. That's how close the courier was to lowering the BKB.
Look at this. He is just going to go in. He can die, though. Oh, shit, can do some damage to this boy. That's a 3-man decay, though. They don't want to fully commit. They're going to hold together. Wait, nope. Timber chains on out, and Dagger will fly. Does some damage again. Are you surprised they didn't just go for that Timber kill there? Guardian Greaves on cooldown? They knew everyone else was coming up, but Luna was still dead.
I think it's still scary because you don't really have vision, right? Like, you don't have any vision on that side of the map at all. You can't see up the hill. It's pretty risky, I think, for them to take it. So I guess icing on the cake for Ehome because they didn't get their BKB delivered to end in time in a previous engagement. They'll have it for this. And their last one was 5.
They're rolling through. Look at this. Febby, he will just try to get out. Luna's just going to solo Roche. She's loving this as everything's happening. Dagger will fly on the Pango. Does some damage, but we're looking. Roche still alive. Almost dead. 1,000 now. Flame Break will scout out a little. Doesn't look like they'll go in. Aegis gets taken. They want to bring this Tombstone down. They will. So no team fight there. Lion coming to defend it. Moon actually just dies. And now they're stacking up, and Pilot Eye's just going to die as well. Wow. Very odd engagement there from Mineski, and they just lose too.
Yeah, Moon went in when the Roche was really low. Okay, so there's a couple of problems with that fight, as we might see KP get chased down here too. Yes. Okay, think you're gonna go for it? He's trying.
Right, 3 stickies though. He has to be careful he doesn't die.
He might be dead.
Yellow's coming up here.
Okay, never mind.
Well.
He's baiting it.
Well, PA's here, Lion's here. They both might be baiting, and I'm pretty sure you're scared if you see this PA just pop up out of nowhere. He won't. He'll just cleave down. Doesn't have Empower yet either. In middle lane, gets pushed in. Somehow Mineski still has this gold lead, but you can feel Dire definitely in charge of the pace now.
Yeah, so the breakdown of the Roche fight will have a bit of downtime is like, okay, so KP had Lasso, but he didn't have Firefly for like 20 seconds when they walked into the pit, which means that normally you'd have your Bat Rider, you know, flying around the pit, being a jerk and, you know, giving vision and all that other stuff. So he couldn't do that. Then they dropped a Tombstone on the high ground, which means it broke KP's blink, so he couldn't blink in a contest. Moon went in by himself and tried to Avatos to get the Roshan kill and steal the Aegis, but the Luna preemptively BKB'd. So Avalanche doesn't chain stun anymore, which means that you can BKB during it, which is a huge nerf to Tiny. It's a large reason why people weren't picking him like a ton anymore. All right, we are going to see a smoke here, so.
And they're going to fight middle. Oh, here we go. Stun toss combo. They get the kill on Innocence. They're going to try to drum in Pangolier. Is he going to roll? No, he actually gets silenced. They know they have a ward uphill now. Will be a Hex onto the PA. They might just bring him down. Oh my goodness, the PA doesn't get the BKB. Finally pops it on the backside. They are linked together. Never End is just getting crit. Trying to fight up. Has the Aegis though. Will even lose it. Yep, Dagger flies, jumps forward. They get the kill on the Aegis. Pilot Eye goes down. They kill the Tombstone. Do they want to keep taking this fight? Oh shit, dodges. Doesn't want to get disarmed. This Pango very good versus PA without BKB, but Innocence, this was a dieback. Obviously it's undying, but still feels bad. They're jumping for more. They get the toss back. Oh my goodness, skewer him. They get the silence off. This might just be a dead boy. It is. What a fight from Mineski again. Every time it feels like they're taking a bad fight. They turn it around.
Yeah, it was really nice from Ajit there. So normally during a fight, you don't want to focus the Aegis carrier. But the thing is, the Luna popped BKB and Eclipse. Yeah. He commits to the Luna knowing that when she respawns, she can't stay in the fight anymore. They still had RP. Like, Febby didn't even have to cast it. He's just sitting there holding onto it the whole time. He was doing, like, the cancel cast shenanigans against the Timber.
Yeah.
But because he takes the Luna out of the fight, she's not able to hit. That's the majority of their damage. Like, Pango ulti was down. The Timber was silenced. Like, really good targeting from the side of Mineski.
Yep, Luna will... Oh, wait up! Is he gonna... Oh! Febby almost finds him. Whoa, Jin Q dies elsewhere on the map. My bad for missing that. It's KP and Pilot. I find him, and well, you try to split push 2 lanes, you almost lose 2 heroes by doing that. And man,
yeah, this timing for Ehome has just been completely missed at this point.
And now this,
We've
this
seen-
PA is just too scary right now, right? Level 18 now even has 3 crit. That tombstone is down. They need to kill it. It definitely can add up. Apparently Ajit doesn't care.
He just wants those ancients,
Yeah,
dog. I mean, that's
thank
fine.
you. And then a free 200. Wow, he is rich.
Yeah, he's almost got a basher now. But that's what I was saying. Like, the whole... Ehome's lineup needs to play quick. Like, I think the timing from end was pretty good. Like, he got his items quickly, he got his BKB, but that fight top actually just hurt them so bad.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if he gets the BKB. Sure, he still gets RP, but you can't skewer him into the tower.
Yep.
And he gets his spells off, and like maybe they get some kills, and the fight looks a lot different. But because that happened, they get to walk into Roche, but the Roche fight didn't ultimately give them anything.
And look at this bottom just pushed in. No Aegis, no nothing. Ajit's like, man, I'm just the man. And look at this, they're gonna find one. They're gonna dagger forward. Do they go for this kill? They need a crit. Lion, no, he gets it off, but they won't kill him. He's gonna toss him back. No, he's hexed. He's still alive. Oh my goodness, are they really not gonna kill him? They don't. He has BKB now. Dagger flies out, won't kill him. He's gonna try to roll. He is gonna come on through. Oh, but links them together. Pile of die. Hits him with the save. And look at that dagger. Will be double. Now stun will come, but can't get the toss back. And so far,
I was really surprised Ajit didn't just BKB there and go in. Because the Pango can't move, and if you BKB, you can just tee off. You know, you just hit him.
Yeah. Was he too low?
Guess...
Was he just scared of like one spell, right? Feels like you might.
Yeah, but with BKB, there's no MKBs or anything. Like BKB and level 4 Blur, I'm pretty sure you could be at like 20% health and live. Because you got Vlad's too.
Yeah.
You crit, and look, at you just healed like 30%. Yeah.
It feels Mineski just plays a safer game, right? You can tell from game 1 to this game, like
that's true.
They play, and it's not a negative thing or a positive thing. It's just their play style and it works. Ajit, whoa. Ajit though, he's like, yeah, hello. Sounds it up, and now Innocence. He placed the tombstone, and you're seeing the problem with him dying. He's level 10 at 27 minutes in.
8-minute hero.
He's honestly not a hero, and we talked about that earlier, right? The whole like actually getting farm versus the position 6 thing, and you definitely see it. They're just all in on this Luna.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely the case. I mean, he can go for the butterfly and like the eventual MKB. He's still really farmed. Like he's keeping up with a PA with a mag, so it's not like the Luna's having a bad game. But this is one of those lineups where I feel like they really wanted a lot more out of the map by now, and I'm wondering if like it wouldn't have just been better to go some like drums into like Manta build instead, and then just try to like get all the outer tier towers early and pressure the map that way. Because he went for a bit of a greedier route by just going for the Mask of Madness and hitting the creeps and stuff, and it has kept him very consistent on farm. But I don't know if it's the best style to play when your team is like your Undying is suffering. You got this Pango who really wants to team fight, and you're just not really team fighting for a while.
Ooh, we're about to have possible big engagement. They want more than this Undying. Undying's definitely gonna die, but we're gonna look. KP, he might find the line too. No, he sees him blink away. He's gonna keep chasing, but a TP out. Well done by Line. Not taking any risks. Just TP out immediately. And, well, you see all 5 rotations top, and look at this bottom lane. ASD's like, I got to do something.
Yeah, it's really even scary for him, though, now, because the PA's got Basher, Deso, BKB.
Just 1 or 2 crits, right? Even with that armor. You're going to die.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. There's no invulnerability phase this game for a Timber.
And level 20. Not the... Still great for the PA with the -4 armor corruption, but you have to wait till level 25 now for the triple dagger. We'll see though. This PA, 10, 2, and 8, having a pretty damn good game. It's been the Ajit show. Last game, a good amount of this game as well, and that's just PA in general.
I'm kind of wondering if there's any validity to taking a 20 blur evasion this game. Because that's like really the only way you die, right? Is if you just get right-clicked by the Luna. I guess eventually she'll buy MKB, so that lends more value to the -4 corruption. But before they changed the talents around, it was either, the evasion or the crit chance. And most people took the crit chance.
Yeah. Well, bottom. KP, he's waiting. He's like, yo, get ready to TP down here. If I can grab this guy, I just need +1 to kill him. He's going Yules on Pango. Get that save. Top lane, tier 2, getting beat down by the empowered PA, -4 armor corruption now. God, she just does so much, and we've seen, I mean, this hero, it fell out of favor a little bit, but we still see some teams pick it up, and you see why.
Yeah. It's why I like this patch so much now. Like, at first, I was, again, the pace of the patch didn't really suit how I like to play the game and a lot of the competitive. matches, like you said, were 20 or 30 minutes, and after a couple of bounce passes and some nerfs here and there, there's a lot of stuff that you can play.
It is. Man, top lane gets pushed in a little bit, but whoa, where's Moon going? Moon needs to be careful. He actually gets hexed up. Will he get stunned as well? He should right now. There we go. But the crit instant kills him. There's going to be an ulti coming out from Luna. Might get Moon. He's actually just running back in. Looks like he wants to be. Febby hits a 3-man. He will get rolled on. Do we have a skewer? Not even needing it. They're just going to do so much damage, and they're going to get the grab. He's BK beat up on the Luna, but it won't matter. Ajit pounding him down. Guardian Greaves comes out. Ton of armor, though. And now Ajit could be in a little bit of trouble himself. Is he just dead? He's trying to blink strike away. He doesn't. Gets brought down now, and Febby will go invis and make it out. That looked like this could just be the game for Ehome. But they don't have the damage during the ulti from the Magnus. And now Magnus is going to die as well. Oh, maybe not. Oh, the Yules, and he will. Nice kill there, and even gets it to the Luna.
I would need to watch that fight again, but I'm pretty sure what happened was they got RP'd, like Ajit BKBs, he goes in, and I think he blink struck the Luna, and then just missed.
Yeah.
Like a lot. Because I saw 3-man RP, I'm like, oh god, this fight's just going to instantly end. But the butterfly is out on the Luna. Obviously no MKB in sight for Ajit at this point. He finishes the Abyssal Blade instead. Obviously maybe regretting that choice a little bit right now, so he's going to have to go back to deal with the Luna's itemization. But this is one of those cases where item progression can kind of trump lineups. And that butterfly coming in huge there. If he didn't have that item, he was definitely dead.
Couldn't he have just attacked any other hero, though, and still cleave the Luna
yeah,
down?
But,
it was just a little mistake? Or...
Yeah, I think he accidentally just went there, and he's A-clicking the ground because you don't really know what target you're hitting. They're all right on top of each other, right?
Yeah.
So I think he might have just not had the right target, but thought he did. But again, I'd have to rewatch it because at the end, we obviously saw him hit, and then he missed 3 attacks in a row, and that was super painful. So
it was, and it's a little bit tough now. Less than 1,000 gold for Mineski, very even. Obviously he's PA, and like we saw versus that the Lion, just one-shotting him with the dagger. They even give him the tome. They just want level 25 on this PA. I'm not sure if Mineski is gonna apply much pressure until then. We'll see.
Yeah, it was one of those fights where you watch it from Ehome's perspective and you go, how the hell did you win that fight?
Yeah.
Your Lion insta-died, and you got 3-man RP'd, and you killed the PA and won. Yeah, and the Mag.
I guess the Pango, right? The roll actually hit the PA when she jumped in too, before she got BKB off, which I'm sure did quite a bit. And you see why. Pango, maybe not the highest win rate, but you can see why teams love it. It's just so disruptive of a hero.
Especially once the BKBs get to the 6 and 5 seconds, that's going to be the point where the Pango's going to be feeling really good. And now he's even got Lotus.
Ooh, bottom. They get a kill. Yeah, they're going to look for more, but it looks like they'll just find the Lion.
Dude, every time he touches that Lion, it's a crit.
Really is. Level 22 now in the PA. We'll keep track on the level 25, but going MKB next and actually getting reasonably close, but middle lane. Gotta be careful. Look at that. They glyph it so the creeps stay, and Ajit's like, nah, I'll just farm it, whatever.
Yeah, I think you really want to wait out the MKB.
Oh, they're gonna go forward. They're actually gonna find. They're gonna toss the Mag. They get the silence. This is a kill.
Oh, okay.
They might. Ooh, Timbersaw tanking. Nope. Abyssal Blade. They right-click him down. Disarmed is the PA. So annoyed. They're gonna find another one. He's gonna hold him in place, but he is stunned as well because he lassos himself. Good play by Xin-Q, and he's just gonna roll. Is he gonna roll in, roll out? They're gonna get another jump in. Uh-oh, Innocence just goes down. Soul binds him, but he won't be on anyone else, and look at that juke by Ajit. And it's gonna be a 2-for-0 trade. That Timbersaw.
That's Roche, yeah.
Yeah, it is. And this is a big one, because PA has a spot. You definitely want that Aegis, and it's just buying time for 25. That talent on PA is that good.
Yeah, the triple dagger is basically the hero. Sure, playing with a Mag, it's a bit different because you get the farm accelerant, you get the big items quickly. But triple dagger is the Undying, and the Lion can actually both die to 1 dagger.
And we've seen it. They're going to try to buy back. Stun will go and hit too. Roche is low, but not low enough. There's going to be an ulti from the Luna. Hexed up is everyone else. Febby doesn't have ulti, but it's an instant kill on the line, and they're just going to go in for the Roche. Who's going to get it? That's the question. It goes down. Ajit actually snatches it, meaning the Dire picks it up. Who ends up getting the cheese? Looks like Ajit as well, and now Luna is just in there alone. Gets the Lotus Orb, will run away. Can they get the kill? Lion buys back, and well, you get the kill, but I'm sure you want that Aegis a lot more than the gold.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the Luna got something. You know, you go in there. There's 3 heroes in the pit. You're walking in there as one hero.
Yeah. Sorry,
He did what he could.
I'm just looking at the double damage getting bottled by PA right now.
Yeah, this is a. Who started doing this? Was this an EE Classic? I can't remember who started doing this first.
I don't. That's one of those even I don't remember. It's like, you know, hey, let me use your bottle, then I can, you know, use the double damage right before. It's a simple thing, right? That it's funny now because everyone does it, but back then, you just don't even think of it. A lot of things like that.
Yeah, this is gonna be a terrifying PA. He's even got money for the full MKB. I think he's setting the courier out for it now. So MKB up for the next fight.
What do you put away though? Is it just the bottle? Use double damage, put MKB.
Yeah, probably, because you have the lifesteal talent anyway, right?
And then you lose the losing the Vlads is worse for your team, but it doesn't really matter too much.
You really only need to kill the Luna. Like that is the only thing that you have to do in this game for Ajit.
Here we go. They're gonna go for it. He has blur up still if he wants to use it. They're just running forward, and this is scary. Double damage PA. Don't miss a dagger because you're gonna miss a kill if you do. Oh, they're gonna find him. They don't get the Lotus. He throws the dagger in, and they're just gonna crit him down. They get the Abyssal Blade, pull him farther and farther back, toss him into the air. And ASD, I'm gonna be honest, that's a second pickoff in a row with no buyback. He's just playing very cocky. I think he thinks he's a lot stronger than he is, and that's just the Timber as a hero, right? You gotta play him like that. Is he gonna get him? No, gets it. They're actually gonna hit the finger up. Does he? He has the Aegis, so BKB after he comes alive, he will eat the deck here. But look at this. They don't have Jinkyu's ulti anymore. Gets a silence, doesn't get the disarm though, and well, it's scary. They do have the tombstone up, so they're scared to fight uphill, and I agree. Just back
I think
up.
those types of fights, you really gotta just BKB if you're gonna blink strike like that.
Yeah.
Like if he didn't have his Abyssal Blade still, because I think he used it on the Timber. So like if you get a bash or a crit, maybe you get the kill. But if you're gonna blink that way, even if you have an Aegis, a lot of the time it's like really bad to BKB, because then if you do end up dying or whatever, you come back with no magic meter and you just die again. Yep. But in that situation, if you do get the crit and that guy just dies, you know, there's a chance that you can get a lot more. Yeah. But they just kind of throw away the Aegis.
Yep. We see Line 3 finger kills now. Even though he only got the Aegis, you still get the plus 50 damage, which does add up, especially against the PA. Like, the stun finger combo is still doing about 50% of the life, which is nice.
Yeah, I mean, he's got 3 stacks, so it still does, what, 875, right? Yeah, level 2 plus 150, so yeah. Before magic mitigation, of course.
It's scary. It is very scary if you get stunned up by that. We've seen the PA's life drain, and uh-oh, Moon. Moon's actually going to chase down. Did that hit him? Oh my goodness, he's just hiding. Oh, they didn't know. And he will be okay. God, we didn't even talk about that too, right? Like, Tiny with just the Empower as well. If more than one person gets RP'd, they're in a lot of trouble.
Yeah. You get the Tree Cleave, the Empower Cleave, Echo Saber.
Dagger.
He might go back for like a crit or something. Yeah.
And well, we're on the almost level 24 on this PA, 1 level away. 40 minutes in as well, you'll have that free tome. I think we're looking at about a 2-minute push here from the Radiant team, maybe. Or they're still looking to apply a little pressure top. Blur is popped. No one is showing quite yet. They're scared. MKB actually popped on the Luna. She does do a lot of damage. Oh, there we go. BKB, not again. ASD. He is Lotus Storm, though. Blink strikes to himself. There's going to be a pop Luna ulti, and now they don't have it again. There, it's going to be the kill on Ajit. The finger flies again, and now KP doesn't get hit by the roll. Now he will. And it's looking good. Another stun, and they get 2. Ajit is getting absolutely torn up by this Lion.
He's being so stubborn with his BKB.
And now like look, they get Grim as well. Sorry to interrupt. It's another kill.
No, it's okay. Like, yeah, it's a kill. I'm just like, it's weird because they get this pick, and it's worth committing the BKB to just get the core kill. Like, that's okay. You don't have to hold your BKB for the absolute perfect opportunity. Like, the bat's going in, you see no one on the map, they are behind him, just BKB if you're going to jump. Like, it's really just that simple. Like, he's holding it because he wants, like, the perfect BKB. But he keeps getting hexed, and then he keeps getting low and dying without hitting it. And, like, that's the issue that they're running into right now. It's a good lasso by the bat because the Lotus didn't go off in time. So ASD is just a no man's land. If Ajit BKBs, he hits him, like, 4 or 5 times. And if he gets a crit, the Timber's just dead. Yeah. But because he doesn't BKB, they just lose the fight.
Well, Dire playing pretty aggressive now. They know Hero's still dead. Luna will just push in. Level 25 talent gets the lifesteal, so this Luna's 6 slotted. The Luna is not going as solid cures, but not really getting much bigger.
Yeah, this is a huge issue for Mineski now because their PA is almost a full item behind. Yeah. So now the MKB is out, and like they have Satanic as well on end. This is the game that they're okay playing. Like the PA has a very weird game most of the time. Is that you're really strong for like the 15 to like 35-ish minute mark because you have your BKB. No one has MKBs, no silver edges, stuff like that typically, right? Yeah. And then as soon as MKBs come out and Satanics and stuff, and people aren't just falling over to like your Blink Strike Dagger combos anymore, you don't really feel as effective, and you're relying a lot more on your supporting cast. Now, fortunately for Ajit, he has a very good supporting cast because he has a Bat Rider, a Mag, and a Tiny. All heroes that can either directly buff what he does or, you know, pull people out of position. And that's really what you need at this point.
Well, 25 finally picked up on the PA. Smoke versus, well, just sitting on the high ground right now. Blur's there as well. Bat Rider's looking. He might think about, honestly, going for the Undying. We're going to see a roll pop, and it will go out, but they're going to look for the Undying. They instantly crit him. He goes down. They're going to go Soulbinds there, so no one can get near him. He is going to blink forward. He actually doesn't hit anyone else, and now he's going to go. He's going to right-click. Will they get the kill? Yule's into the air. On the backside, they find another. It's BKB by Moon. And it looks like Luna's BKB still up on Luna. They are so scared to run into him right now. BKB still up on PA as well. And now, oh, ASD. He's going. ASD? Is there going to be any crits? No. Once again, no finger up this time, though. Will he get the stun? There's going to be a stun. There's an ulti from the Luna. BKB will get popped from Ajit. Can he blink away? Just getting right click. They get it from Bevy. Will he cleave enough? He's trying, but he won't get it. They get the Guardian Greaves, and it's looking good right now. If you're an Ehome fan, will they get it? They kill Pilot. He blinks again. He's instantly. It's over. If he dies on this PA, the game's just over. And, well, I don't want to be a liar. Moon might die as well. Do they have detection? They sure do. There's a sentry on the ground right there. Finger, they get the kill. Buyback's coming, but you don't have your level 25 PA, and they know that. Dude, I thought ASD was just feeding again. I'm going to say it. They're going to look for another one. They're going to pull him back in. Should be a stun, and, well, this time he is. And that actually slows down your push. You're going to buy back.
They know the PA's buyback is down, yeah.
They are going to get a skewer, though. They are just feeding one by one. Can they get the Lion? Not quite yet. They pull him in. They do get Soulbind. We are going to see some more damage going out. He goes down. Now, they are going to take down this Luna. Can they end the game? It feels like maybe. It's tough, though. You don't want to get picked off here. You've done a lot of buybacks yourself. They are going to get a toss. They're going to throw the Luna back.
God.
He's going to get skewered all the way. Wait, what?
Wait, did he not cast a farm?
Did he not? I don't think he did. And that would have been a guaranteed kill. Oh, no. Febby might have messed this one up. But they are still defending for now. Line will get it. Stun toss combo comes out. They want to kill this Line. BKB gets popped. They get him. Not quite yet. They look. And he will finally get right click down. KP is getting chunked down. Jin Q looking for a kill, but the Bat will make it out, and they're defending. PA 45 seconds. They've used a lot of cooldowns, and yep, never end. Oh my goodness. Did the Mag possibly toss this game away? It looks like he might have. They're going to put him together. Double Silence will go out. He has a BKB again if he wants Manta as well. Roll through goes. KP will be the next one to die, and the game's just going to end here. They have a glyph. They probably will pop it. They do, but your PA still has 20 seconds, and it's looking like another game 3 here. And their Satanic used Moon is just going to get beat down. And there goes the throne.
Man, that game was a lot.
Yeah.
Those last few fights, man, Ajit just literally refused to press BKB. It was actually kind of hard to watch. I mean, I get it. It's hard to, like, when your BKB is getting lower and lower duration, you're sitting there and you're like, man, when do I want a BKB? It's hard because, you know, you don't always have optimal vision, and there's a Lion with a Blink Dagger and a Hex and stuff, and it's tough, but it happened so many times. Like, it happened bottom, he just feeds the Aegis, and then it happened top, he just dies, and his whole team gets wiped, and then it happens again when they're fighting around the freaking shrine, and then he TPs back in after buying out, gets insta-hexed, and dies a 4th time. Like, Ajit went from being godlike to just feeding for like 10 straight minutes. He literally just did nothing. That was crazy. I mean, I did think that Ehome always had the chance to win just because, like, how their lineup functions, but I think that Mineski should have won that game, and it was a huge execution snafu that ended up making them lose.
Yeah, we saw I mean, the big Roche fights going either way, snatch agencies here and there, but in the end, never end 8-1-13 on the Luna, and his team bought him enough time, right? That kind of felt like the thing. Just get this Luna 6 items, and then what are people gonna do? And it ends up working. Even with this ASD Timber, man, he was crazy. I thought he only ends with 4 deaths though, so not too bad. And I mean, we're going to a game 3, Draskell. What do you want to see? Another game like this, or?
I mean, I don't think Mineski drafted anything wrong. Like, I think that most of Mineski played fine. Like, there's no glaring issues with like the game plan that they had. They got Roche at the correct time. They had the heroes make the right moves at the right time. It's just hit your BKB. That's literally the whole game to me, like in a nutshell. I mean,
All right.
clearly there's more to it than that, but that was the glaring thing that I was like, okay, this is actually why you lost.
Yeah. And we saw that she almost got it with that Febby ult in the end, but Luna with the statuses and just too much. And, well, we're going to a game 3. Only 2 best of 3s today, but both of them going the distance. Who will move on to play VP tomorrow and winners? Will it be Mineski? Will it be Ehome? We're going to take a quick 5 to 10 minute break, but when we get back, I guess we're going to find out who's going to end up playing after.